Evening. Good evening, good evening. Happy Sunday. I am Carolyn Lewis, and this is FBMD, Faith by My Deeds. And I'm glad to be back. I've been out, sinus congestion, colds, cough, busy, studying, doing a whole lot of things. I'm just glad to be back to do another live today. It's casual, all natural. Um, let's just touch bases and go over a few things. Again, I am so glad to be back to do at least I think a brief live today. One of the topics I definitely want to touch on is, I can't even say just to the ladies because there's some men going through the same thing as well. But abuse, mistreatment within a relationship, being mishandled, mentally, physically, spiritually, you name it. People just mishandling you or abusing things that are important to you in order to mentally abuse you and psychologically abuse you. Someone that is supposed to care for you, have enduring love for you, or at least want to be around and have you in their presence, should not do things to destroy your property, your belongings, or anything that you have worked for, was given to you, or that is yours. Excuse me. I'll leave it to this phone. Okay, let me deal with that now. Something that would make you feel bad and angry, upset with them, or feel lack of respect from them. That's a no-no. Um, Even if it's something that they've given to you, that shouldn't be the case. All of that is lack of respect, taking you for granted, and not really cherishing you as a person. It's detrimental to you yourself, and how you see and view yourself, and eventually what you think you are. Take these off. What you think you are worthy of having, or the type of person you believe you should have in your life. If you've been with someone for a while and they start to just talking to you in a way that's disrespectful, reckless, calling you out of your name, or speaking down about you and to you, correcting you in front of others. There's a time and place if something is missaid, placed, done, or what have you, or if you have a disagreement with that person in front of family, friends, co-workers, whatever. If you happen to be in front of co-workers, it's not the time to do that. Um, there's such thing as speaking privately with your significant other. That even in private, there's a certain way to talk to them, not calling them out of their names or speaking down to them as if you think they're less than or lack intelligence, or however you're starting to feel that grudge. If you're starting to be with someone, you're starting to feel hostility toward them or a grudge. If it's something that cannot be worked out, by all means, let them go. Set yourself free, but do not mistreat someone just because you don't want someone else to be with them, or you feel they'll do something for someone else that they didn't do for you. So be it. They may. Another person may bring something different out in them. You may have started bringing the worst out in them. But for the person that's on the receiving end, do not stay with someone who is showing you lack of decent respect, concern, care, consideration, sympathy, and empathy. Someone who can't celebrate with you when you have something to celebrate, or someone who can't be understanding if you describe something to them that was unpleasant for you, a hard day at work, or a disagreement with a family member, or something you saw you didn't like, and then they start degrading you because of it, and it becomes constant all the time, or their words are harsh to you all the time. That person is not really into you, or they don't have their best interests, your best interests, at heart or mind. remove yourself from that situation, because it will only get worse. It start out with actions of neglect and um, poor verbiage communication to you, um, neglecting things that should be done and that aren't. But then it can turn physical. And if it doesn't turn physically on you, it could turn physical to things that you that belong to you, or physical in aspect of throwing things. So everything is not always punch, kick, choke, whatever. Sometimes people just throw things, and they shouldn't be throwing nothing at you, regardless. You're not outside playing dodgeball, kickball, or something like that, throwing something at you unless it's a toss pill and y'all playing. Shouldn't be thrown at you. So remove yourself from that situation. This person really lacks respect for you, consideration, and they don't have your best interest. Remember, your partner should be that one person that you can go to, good, bad, mad, sad, whatever your emotion may be, confused, concerned about something else, absent, void of a feeling, whatever it is that you need to go to that person for, that's your go-to person, or should be your go-to person. And if you feel like you have to walk on eggshells, calculate every word to make sure you're not saying something that will make them upset or irate, or see you see you in a lesser manner. Reconsider that relationship, because it's not worth your mental health. It's not worth your physical health. And it's definitely not worth your life to be with someone just because you have more compassion for them than they do for you, when they have absolutely no consideration for you. If they're calling trying to get you fired from your job, or trying to cause you problem on the job just because they want you at home, or they're afraid you may be talking to someone there with no reason, or proof, anything, deliberate information that they would have to go on for that, remove yourself from that. That is a controlling situation, and it shouldn't be. So, love, compassion, understanding for one another is what you're after. And it's not going to get better, especially if they go to the point of trying to get you fired. Excuse me. If they go to the point of trying to cause you embarrassment or getting you fired, making you look bad to family members, that's remove yourself. They're separating you. They're isolating you so that whatever comes next, so be it. You have no one else to turn to. And those things can't just be talked about and discussed away. If you want to truly work on it, and both, especially the aggressive person, truly want to work on that, yes, but I wouldn't stay in the situation working on that. I want to separate myself, especially if it's gotten to the point of being physical or them throwing things. You want to make sure your safety is first. Safety first. A jealous rage is not something you should have to encounter. And that's male or female. And I don't know if it's now more males are speaking out about it, or if it's more females than seen negative relationships and now they're becoming more the aggressors because they want to do it before it's done to them, or they think that's just the way they should be, or they're just simply not taught how to love. Either or. Negative or traumatic experiences of either's past can bring that on, male or female. So again, a person that really loves themselves and want those around them to feel that love, or have a healthy sense of self, can manage and maneuver through loving another person, showing consideration, even if you came from a broken home or had a broken marriage prior. Heal from that, learn from it, whatever it was that you learned from that and took, from that prior situation that made you better, that should have made you better, that you should have learned to watch out for. Take that and watch. Don't say, oh, well, I just got to forget that. Forgiving, you are not a computer. You don't have a delete button. You don't always throw stuff up at people or assume that on everyone, but you learn patterns. Learning patterns does not mean that you are constantly looking for something else, but you can recognize it. You don't have to relearn animals when you see it. You don't see a dog this week and then have to wonder next week, is that still a dog? When you learn patterns, cat, dog, horse, cow, you know that for life. Same thing with learning people. You learn peoples and patterns for life. Do not let someone duke you into saying that you're paranoid or that you're overthinking or that you are whatever it is they may degrade with you. If you know you're not accusing someone of just doing things, but you recognize something, acknowledge what you saw, watch it, see if it exactly what you think it is. And if you can discuss it with that person, by all means, discuss it. But if things start manifesting and unfolding where this person is constantly always talking down to you or constantly mistreating you or constantly financial, don't let me forget that one. Financial abuse is another thing. Persons are constantly trying to keep you broke so that you can't do anything for yourself and you're totally dependent on them. Watch it, because there are situations and cases where individuals will say, oh, we're going to split this 50-50, but they know their 50 is much larger. They could, okay, if they making, let's throw out small numbers here, just say 700, and yours coming in and you're only making 300, and they say we're going 50-50 on bills. By the time you try to go 50-50, you broke. Are they taking that into consideration? That's why I say each relationship should take things not just from the world and say this is how everyone else is doing it. Do what is best for you and yours and not look at the world. But that's all I'm going to say on that. But do not stay in a situation where you are being abused verbally, mentally, physically, any of those things. If the person is trying to constantly keep you under their thumb, control everything you do and say, even down to your health, if you can see a doctor, what doctor you can go see, what situation you can go see the doctor for, you are being manipulated and controlled. Please get out of that situation. Now, moving on to something a little bit more lighthearted. And let me give my information out here too. You all can reach me by email at faithbymydeeds with an S at yahoo.com. And also, oh my goodness, if I could just remember that number. I know it's on my page and it ends in 0583, but what is the first part? I will stop and grab a card and have that handy, or at least post it to the top when this live is over. There's also a WhatsApp button on here. You can now push and reach me through WhatsApp. Problems of such dire need is not always what you would want to seek a coach, counseling, or help, someone going alongside with you about. Sometimes it's the good things. You may not know how to maneuver in obtaining your goals, making better decisions about careers, where you want to live, or choosing positive people to be in your life. Sometimes it's just as simple as those things of maneuvering or learning how to. And I like that part. Learning how to love your spouse, or being prepared for a new marriage if you're getting ready to go into one. How to love difficult children. Sometimes it's about learning how to first love thyself and being able to love others. And loving others and self is going to always be something that I speak on, because that is so important in life. It's hard to love others if you don't have a good solid foundation of loving yourself. And it's also difficult to stop and care for yourself for those of us who are caregivers if you don't stop and refill your own pitcher before you continue to pour into others. Take time, take a day, take some time out for a massage, to rest, to sleep, to just relax and do something that you like to do or need to do for yourself instead of always just giving, giving, because you will burn yourself out. Caregiver burnout is real. You'll notice it when you start becoming snappy with others, or you too tired to roll out of bed. Just the thought of someone else asking you to do something else gets under your skin. So it can make you physically sick as well. So learn to stop, take time to get that nap. Um, One of the things that's hard for someone to do is to stop and take a nap. Guilt comes with taking a nap when it shouldn't. And that is a false guilt because you do need rest. Power nap to rejuvenate for a little while, to sit back. If you're sitting down and you're falling asleep time you touch a seat or before you can take off your shoes, you are tired. You're at the point of exhaustion. Stop and take some time out to rest. Do not feel guilty because you are tired. You are human. You are not a machine. And it's even our cars break down. So take time to take care of yourself before you get to that point of breaking down. Um, Whether it be a long hot bath, a long hot shower, a nice walk, exercising is a great way to take care of yourself and help boost up your strength, your your energy level. So take time out for self. Take time to jot down things that you would like to do. Not necessarily say a bucket list, but things that you want to achieve as well. While you're giving, do not forget to give to yourself. You will become burned out, or you'll look back and see, I've given to everyone else and haven't tended to the simple things, the little things, the basic things of self. And in that same note, check on someone that you haven't spoke to in a while, whether it be a relative, a friend, a church member, a neighbor. Check in. Hello, how you doing? Hadn't seen you, just checking in on you. That might be a conversation that just pick you up while picking yourself up. If you want to be picked up, pick someone else up. You want to be kind to someone else. As the scripture says, if you want to be a friend, you must be a friend. So take time to do the little things in life, not just constantly working. Yes, we need to work to take care of bills, to have basic needs, to have the enjoyment in life that we want, just to be able to maintain and to live. Don't just survive. Do not get in the habit of just surviving. If you're already in a pattern of simply surviving, start looking for some things that can work on its own for you, or side hustles where you can have a little surplus and live within your means so that you don't have to just work on surviving. I do not want to make this video too long because I do have to share this here on YouTube and Instagram as well, and on TikTok. Um, so I will probably have to split this up for that. But I just want to touch bases. I've been out of touch for a while trying to take care of me. But I am back, and I do want to provide all my contact information. My service fees are very reasonable, and anyone who knows and or has already worked with me, you can tell others, I wish you would, that taking my clients very seriously is one thing that I definitely do, and I meet you right where you are and work from a standpoint of which would best assist you where you are and where you want to go. Again, I'm going to end this here. I am Carolyn Lewis. This is Faith by My Deeds, FBMD. And it has been a pleasure, and I will talk with you again soon. Thank you. Everyone, enjoy your Sunday afternoon. Good day.